It's showtime.
Hey, welcome to Did You Watch Survivor Last Night? This is the only Survivor podcast for compassionate haters. My name is Jake Scheidel. Each week I ask my best friend Thomas Powell if he did indeed watch a certain reality show. Hey, Thomas, how's it going today?
Jake, I'm doing so good. You're on your grind all week, working overtime, GSD, getting shit done. It's nice to, sit back and just chop it up about a little reality TV after watching two of the most frustrating losses for teams you root for. One of which wasted your time for 15 innings. So I'm, happy it's Sunday.
I have great news about my experience watching that Tigers game, actually.
Oh, I would love to hear it.
I was watching it. Great time. 2-2, loving it. And then I hear my wife go,
I wish it could stay like this forever.
and I hear my wife go, Jake, do you want to go to bed? I go, what? No, I'm watching baseball. And then later, it's the 8th inning. Babe, you should probably go to bed. I go, what?
This game's almost over.
Why would I want? And then she goes, you're falling asleep in the chair. I go, okay, good point. So I went to bed, and then I woke up and saw the game went 15 innings. And I said, yeah, probably a good call to go to bed when I did. At a normal, reasonable hour for a mid-30s person. That's me.
Yeah, I had. So do you want to hear my experience?
Please.
So I went over to a combo Survivor and Tigers watch party.
Oh, that sounds perfect.
It was great. And once it got to extra innings, it was like 10:30, 11. And I was like, I got to work tomorrow. So I'm going to, and I got to get up early tomorrow to do it. So I was like, so I'm going to go home right now because this is an extra innings. But I still sat down, watched a little bit of it. And the whole time I was like, I just know that I like the fact that this has reached extra innings. I know that they're going to lose this game. They're not going to score a run. It's just a question of how long they drag this out. And I was 100% correct. And the question of how long they dragged it out was for like 2 more hours.
Yeah. Almost an entire second game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Barely signed up for 1 baseball game today, much less 2. When you were watching it, you were like, I love baseball so much. I love the game 5 so much. I watched it twice.
Yeah, I did say that. No, I have never said anything complimentary about extra innings. I hate it. People that like it are wrong. It is stressful and it takes forever.
Yeah.
And when it's the Tigers, they almost always lose. So
that's cool. I like extra time in basketball, in soccer. I think it's especially funny in football, especially when the game ends in a tie.
Oh, I love overtime in football. Ties are
so
the funniest
funny.
thing. I love them.
Like, you guys had so many opportunities to figure it out. It's not like baseball.
It really is like a mark of
one
shame.
For one.
Like a dunce cap.
Yeah. Good job, guys. Anyway, a game that never ends in a tie is, of course, Survivor. Thomas, did you watch Survivor 49 last night?
I did, and if there's one thing that we can say about Survivor is that nobody ever goes out in a stupid or arbitrary way.
Yep, everything is normal and good every time we watch this show, and I'm never nervous. This episode was called Lovable Losers. Pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. This is, of course...
Who do you think of when you think of lovable losers?
Beck, first of all.
Okay.
He's a loser.
So why don't you kill him?
Kill him, yeah.
Soy and Parador.
Alex calls the Kale tribe the lovable losers. I loved that the episode title was said immediately into the episode. That was pretty fun.
Also, you don't get to label yourself lovable losers.
Interesting take. Because who says you're lovable other than other people? Is
Yeah,
that
that's why other
your
people
point?
have to label you lovable losers.
What would you call them other than
Lo-
losers?
losers.
Losers and suckers?
Yeah. What's
Uh,
their tribe name again? The Kale
Kaylee?
tribe? Yeah, I would call them the Kale tribe.
Yeah. Okay, losers. Okay, so Jake says they're at the lowest of the low right now. It's what we call ironic foreshadowing. Maybe you've read a book before?
Yeah, it can always get worse. Yeah, this is the lowest point of your Game of Survivor so far.
Yes. Jake says, it's a new day. And then the entire new day comes
Yes, it
on.
is. They're
Biggie
feeling the
comes out
power of
clapping.
positivity over there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing.
That's what I took from this episode of Survivor. Then over on Christina does Jason's hair since they've got nothing else going on. This was fun to see, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
It's so funny how much there's going on one tribe and how little there's going on the other two tribes.
To the point that these tribes are like, let's do something so that we can introduce conflict in this situation for no reason.
Yeah, they go looking for the beware advantage together. Dumb. Stupid.
This is stupid. I'm sick of this.
MC finds it in a tree in a hole within a tree with liquid in it. Didn't love that. I didn't like how she kept calling it liquid.
Yeah, it's not descriptive enough.
Yeah, that just conjures gross imagery. Like, I'm 90% sure it's water, right?
That's probably just water.
It's probably just rainwater with some, like, tree guts in it, whatever. But, like, it's not...
Little tree guts, suck it up.
To call it liquid implies, like, you don't know what's in there. And then to put it down your pants? Ew. No thank you. So she shows Steven. That was hard to say. She shows Steven. She shows Steven.
Here's another thing.
Okay.
I would not be showing this to anybody until it's activated. I think it is very stupid to show it to somebody when it is not activated.
I agree. Here's the thing, though. You got to tell somebody, because if you don't tell anybody, what if you don't have anybody else in the game? I don't know.
Well, you just tell them after you activate it. You're like, hey, I activated this. I got an idol.
Maybe she needs help. I don't know. She seems close with Steven, which I think is fine. Good for her.
They've already bonded strongly. They don't need this to bond strongly. You just tell them after you activate it. It's like, I wanted to keep a lid on so nobody, like, I don't think you would tell anybody I don't have a vote, but I just wanted to make sure that I was keeping a seal on that info.
MC, what did you think of this quote from MC? Everything I've wanted, I'm getting.
Okay.
I mean, you know what MC stands for in this situation.
Most extreme elimination challenge.
Most confident.
Oh, most confident. That's not good.
She didn't say confident, but she was acting very confident. So you got to keep an eye on that.
Maybe a little too confident.
Yeah. Over on Uli, they continue to vibe. Ugh, love to vibe, you know?
We love vibing.
Vibing is top notch. Sage and Jawan know they're on the outs. And this reminds Sage of growing up when all of her friends eventually abandoned her. I forgot about this part.
Don't put this in like this. Come on,
Right?
Don't put this in the show.
Like, why? What did she do to the editors that they're constantly beating up on her like this? It's so rude.
Yeah, I just don't. We've had this twice now with her and with Steven. It's like, I don't want to hear about the high school problems that you had.
Okay, but what about...
And you know what? It's fine if you say it in the moment and you mean it or whatever. I just think, like, just the editors, don't put this stuff in there. Like, come on.
But it's a universal experience.
This can
Everybody
get cut.
remembers. I don't know what you have to do to have all of your friends abandon you. Like, that raises so many questions.
She's getting ghosted by her friends.
Is that what she said?
Yes. They said they would
It's
eventually
such
ghost
funny
me.
phrasing. I was telling you about the Sims Survivor game that they're trying to put together. The Simmer got her Survivor game hosted by Jeff Ghost, because you can do ghosts in The Sims now too. Isn't that fun?
That is fun. Jeff Ghost.
Yeah,
It's fun
funny
stuff.
name. Shannon says she and Sage have a sort of soul sister relationship. We love the Uli tribe. We love the Uli tribe.
They're always asking each other, "Ain't that Mr. on the radio?"
And then we get to the big moment on this episode. Kayleigh, Jake tells us how when he gets overwhelmed, he goes to sit alone on the beach. Meanwhile, Alex and Jeremiah are trying some fruit when Jake yells, "Hey guys, check this out. A snake bit me."
Oh God, yep.
I love how unconcerned he was in the beginning.
Oh, it's pretty cool.
Pretty cool,
The
huh?
snake just came up and bit me.
We're like buds now. So now feels like an appropriate time to do wildlife shots.
Yeah, no, as soon as I saw the snake, I was like, "Oh, is that a banded secret?"
Mm-hmm.
We talked
Okay.
about it so many times. What a payoff to that.
Every Survivor podcast talking about the banded sea crate this week. We've been talking about the banded sea crate for 10 years.
That's right. If you listened to this, you already knew what a banded secret was. So you knew it was bad.
We also saw Roland the Bat, of course, your son. Unfortunately, we can't feature him this week as a lot more happened. We also got birds, of course, and the yellow-lipped or banded sea crate. They're a triangular snake with white and black bands and a paddle-like tail. How long would you guess they are?
I did just see one. I think they're like 2 feet long.
About 2 to 5 feet long, depending on gender, I guess.
Yeah, the one that bit Jake looked like it was like 2.5.
Are you sure you weren't just confused looking at Jake's 2 feet?
Oh, it could be. Jake, can I confess something to you? Can I
Okay.
be honest with you? This
Yeah.
is a safe space.
Okay.
As soon as I saw the snake, I was like, "Oh, I bet that's a sea crate." So I knew that it like water snake, it's a sea crate. I did not remember whether it was really poisonous or not.
I had the same thought because it has been a while since we've talked about them because we had talked about them so much. But yeah, they're venomous.
They're very, very poisonous. Yeah, they're very venomous.
Yeah. Do you know the difference?
Is it a question of control?
It's a injection versus consumption. So if you're injected with it,
Yeah.
it's venom. If you consume it, it's poison.
That makes sense. Yeah, because they mentioned later with this snake is the dry bites are the ones where they don't release the venom.
Yeah. Apparently that requires a lot of effort, and they're not interested in doing that. Let's get the banded sea crate on Slackers versus Tryhards on the Slackers tribe.
Slackers tribe,
Yeah.
banded sea crate on the cool tribe.
Where can these snakes be found across the earth?
Well, I know they can be found in Fiji, but I'm gonna say probably Asia and maybe Africa.
I'll give you a hint. It's in the oceans.
Oh, they can be found in the oceans. Okay.
Yeah, 2 oceans.
Is it the Indian Ocean and the Pacific?
There you go. And what do they usually eat? Obviously, they weren't interested in Jake's meat.
Or water snakes? Do they eat like fish?
Yes, predominantly eels, though. I watched.
Oh, so they're like I'm the only type of animal that can look like this.
Yeah, I watched a video. I watched like the first 25 seconds of a video of one of them eating an eel, and then I said, "Yeah, that's enough. I don't need to see more of this. This is horrifying."
No, I'm good.
Watching a snake eat seems really interesting until you actually see it happening. Then you're like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah, I don't like it, and it takes forever.
Yeah. Speaking of things taking forever, how do they mate?
Ooh. I got to tell you, I've never thought about this before. They got no. There's how do they like intertwine or something? They got no other way to latch onto each other.
Indeed, they will. The males will chase the single white and black banded females, and then they will intertwine, and their bodies will rhythmically contract. But to
Okay,
us, it looks more like they're just lying there motionless. But
that's so good.
they're doing something for themselves. I don't know.
Yeah, some people would say that that's a normal a normal way of method of procreation. It's
Yeah,
actually it's
they
actually fine.
they then get their frog and toad friends to hop on the bed next to them.
Yeah, yeah.
What is that
These are
called?
Mormon. These are Mormon snakes. They're
Yeah,
soaking.
they're soaking. Yeah. So this will go on for several days, and then they will copulate for 2 hours, and then it didn't go further in detail after that.
2 hours. What is this? Fucking amateur 2 hours?
Good joke.
Seems a little premature to me.
They are generally not aggressive unless they feel threatened. So that's probably why Jake got bit, because he was threatened by his large mass.
They were telling them to back off.
I'm thinking large mass. Has there ever been a priest on Survivor? I feel like
I don't think there has.
back in the day, they love to pull people from different walks of life.
I bet would be so excited. Remember when they used to do the thing where they would show when they showed the job montage, they would have
Yes.
like a little yeah. I'm sure that would be something they'd want to do for that.
That would have been great.
They should bring that back.
Unfortunately, they never will. That costs money, even though everybody has a phone in their pocket now. A camera in their pocket, too. Everybody has a camera in their phone and then a phone in their pocket. Everybody has a camera phone in their pocket now. Back in my day, no one had a job. Now everybody's got camera phones in their pocket.
These kids today with all these camera phones in their pockets.
Thanks for going along with me in that. So I'm
They
looking
don't
up.
like it when I ask if that's what it is or if they're happy to see me. I
Why
get
don't
fired
kids
from my
like when
job
I
every
say
time
that
I
to
ask
them?
that.
So I'm not finding any priests that have played. What's another word for priest in another religion?
Well, no, I mean they could be a pastor in
Pastor,
a
that's the
different
word I'm
sect.
thinking
They could be a
of.
rabbi. Has
Pastor,
there been a rabbi?
yes. I am looking at pastors right now. John Raymond of Survivor Thailand, a season we haven't gotten to yet. Oh, Sunday from Survivor Millennials versus Gen X with a youth pastor.
Oh, yep.
And, Shan from Survivor
Shan was. Yeah,
41
you're
was a
right.
pastor, of course.
Shan was a pastor. Yep, Pastor Shan.
Rabbi, no rabbis as of yet.
Is there like an imam or something or
I very seriously doubt it.
yeah. No clerics?
Maybe in that one when they got the fucking D&D guy in there, remember?
Oh
Remember
yeah.
that guy who loved D&D and got voted out pretty early? Okay, anyway. Where were we in the world of snakes? Oh, yes. Where does the banded sea crate rank, according to Britannica, in the world's most venomous snakes?
I'll say like third. Isn't the black mamba the most venomous?
I don't think Black Mamba was up there. I mean, it was up there. It was in the top 9, but I don't think it was higher than this one. This one came in at 4th. It was a couple
It's pretty high.
cobras higher than that, and then one other one I had never heard of. But Black Mamba was definitely somewhere on the list. Okay, well, this shouldn't be surprising, but where do they rank on the IUCN Red List?
I'm gonna say least concern
Correct.
because
Okay.
they're good at telling people to back off with their little bites.
Yeah. They put Jake on a boat, Jeff and the team. I guess Jeff wasn't there, the team.
No, Jeff shows up later and says, "This is Probst."
Hi, I'm Jeff Probst, and I'm here to tell you all about snake bites. We learn it's just a dry bite, but why risk it? 100%. I'm with it. This would
be
horrifying.
very. I mean, obviously, very scary for Jake, but the point where they've got the book with all this stuff in it from production, and I think Alex and the rest of Kelly did a good job holding it together. Alex in particular, because he's the one that saw it. But like, it's in the book as like very dangerous. Be careful.
Yeah.
So that would freak me out.
Yeah, it's horrifying. I was very worried the whole time. This doctor, Dr. Barry,
Dr. Barry.
he was apparently filling in for Dr. Joe and had been on the job for 1 week when this happened.
Wow, what a first week.
Yeah, first time this has ever happened in the history of the show, and sounds like a very long time in Fiji. Like, I don't remember if it was on his podcast or on the episode, but Jeff was like, "We talked to everybody in Fiji that we know, and nobody knows anybody who's been bit by one of these things." It's like, Jesus Christ.
I wonder if they just don't come inland that much, but
Yeah. That was one thing I heard or read. They predominantly stay in the water because their speed on land is like a fifth of what it is in the water. So there's not a lot of reason for them to go on land. So
the thing is, though, is they heard, they got wind that Dr. Joe wasn't there, and they started acting up.
Dr. Joe's not there to protect him anymore. I'm going to take this Dr. Barry out. So Jake's pulled from the game. This sucked. Hated this, but
I think it was the right move, but it's unfortunate. It's a big liability issue. If they made the call that he was okay to go back and something happened, like that would be very bad.
You don't want to risk that. At the immunity challenge, Jeff tells them all what happened to Jake, and then he interviews all of them about it. This was unnecessary. Did you really need to get to 90 minutes this week? Why did we have this?
Yeah, I don't understand why they had to do that. I think that's kind of insensitive, honestly.
Yeah, don't do this anymore, Jeff. Just get to the game. Winners also get a tarp and 2 hammocks. It's good.
I think this should have just been for reward. I think it's stupid that they had an elimination on top of this.
Yeah, but you got to end the episode in an elimination, and the snake bite happened too early in the episode to make a full episode. I literally think that's genuinely what happened. They have to go over some platforms and a balance beam and then do a cool turtle puzzle. As far as obstacle courses go, this one's fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Man, Kelly's really bad at puzzles.
Yeah. I did like this puzzle, though. I thought it was cute.
I did, too. It was a cool puzzle.
This is now the, I think, 5th time they've done this challenge. I happened to come across the name this week. I know we don't really look up challenge names anymore because who cares? But this one had some fun names. Do you want to hear what it's been called?
Sure.
Okay, so this one, they're all references, I think. This one's called Sea of Love this time around. It's like the song. We all know that famous song. It's also been called Polar Express. Pretty good. Oh Black Water. I don't know. I don't get that one.
We're normal.
Splash.
Big fans of The Happening on production.
Splash Into Me.
Okay, so that's, I believe, a reference to the Dave Matthews Band.
I think you're right.
Song Crash Into Me.
And what about this one? Seahorse with No Name.
Well, I know what that's a reference to. I'm just thinking about Walter White jamming along to A Horse with No Name.
Walter White, biggest Survivor fan. Walter White on Survivor, Oops All Villains. What if?
Oh, yeah. Oops All Anti-Heroes.
Yeah. Kayla loses again. Oh, we could get Deadpool on there too, and a bunch of other guys from
wow.
Marvel. Like Nate. Remember Nate?
We could get Taylor Swift on there for Oops All Anti-Heroes.
Oh my God, yeah, 'cause she did that song or whatever. And did you know, speaking of Nate, we'll save Nate for next time he comes up. A good Nate joke for next time he comes up in the notes. The Nates? Okay. On Kayla, they have an awkward conversation with each other. Sophie and Jeremiah are anxious about Alex's idol, and Sophie has learned that she's pretty good at manipulation. I don't know, man. After that
I don't know
snake
about that. I
bite,
think that it's probably bad manipulation to go, I don't think you should use your idol in a situation where you obviously have to use your idol.
yeah, it would be really stupid to not. Then over on Uli, they could go for a group hunt for the idol in preparation of the war against Hina. Okay. Rizgata finds the Beware advantage and promises them it's for all of them, even though he's secretly going to keep it for himself.
It's obviously not for all of them. Nobody actually believes that.
Yeah, just playing nice. Jawan tells him it was cinema. Agree or disagree? Was this cinema?
Fucking everything is cinema to these people.
Get cinema out of here. Bring cinnamon in here.
Yeah.
Make it a little tasty.
Cinnamon lips. Candy kisses on my tongue.
Cinnamon lips. Yeah, okay, go. Okay, then Jeff tries to convince us to apply to the adventure that is Survivor. Are you going to do it?
No, I did
Damn
not,
it.
and I will not.
He keeps trying. Jeff
Jeff,
Probst
take
on
no for an
Survivor
answer.
Tryhard versus Slacker.
Being harassed by Jeff.
No, Jeff Probst canceled?
Yeah, he's been canceled.
On the Kale tribe, SoFi tries to convince us that Alex should save his idol for the merge. Jeremiah makes fun of Alex for not making up his mind because he's a Libra.
Yeah, I'm gonna weaponize my my astrology knowledge against him.
Well, Jeremiah and Alex are talking about SoFi. She's eavesdropping behind them.
She's in the spy shack.
Like, are you surprised? Like, of course she's going to. But, like, also, why is she surprised that they're talking about her? What else are they going to talk about?
Did they not see the camera crew behind them?
That's a really good point. Why don't they ever talk about the camera crew on the show? I'm mad when they don't talk about the camera crew, and then I'm also mad when the camera crew shows up on camera.
I'm not supposed to see you, but I want to know what people think about you.
Okay, SoFi talks about how she's loyal to her people to try to convince Alex not to play as idol. This felt like, remember in Heroes vs. Villains when Amanda tried to convince Parvati not to play her idol? And Parvati's like, oh, I'm clearly playing my idol. This is the most obvious.
Like, oh, sure, okay. Well, no, I'm going to play it, though.
Okay. Before we get to Tribal Council, though, we do need to talk about these cool shirts in a segment called Cool Shirt Alert.
Cool shirt, yeah. Cool shirt, yeah.
I mean, we're getting later in the season, but there were some fun, like, vacation shirts from the behind-the-scenes people when, what's his name, was taken out? Jake the Snake.
Yeah, Jake the Snake.
I also liked Nate's purple short-sleeve button-down shirt that he had on at one point.
Yeah, it's a nice shirt.
Oh.
Some nice shirts on this season.
This was what I was going to say about Nate earlier. Do you know his last name?
Bargatze. He's been the comedian the whole time.
That would be so funny if the comedian Nate Bargatze dyed his skin and went on Survivor.
That's ended his career.
Survivor Black like
Some
me.
are calling it one of the most racist stunts of all time.
His last name is okay, and you know what he does for a job, obviously, Mr. Marvel.
He's a producer, yeah.
Yeah, he's a producer at Marvel. His last name, Moore. And he's always bringing us more Marvel. Call him Nate Morvel.
Okay.
Was that worth the wait?
What a revelation. What a revelation.
At Tribal Council, they talk a lot about Jake, which I liked that a lot. I wish more Tribal Councils talked about Jake.
Finally, they're talking about me.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. SoFi uses the same speech about how she's loyal to illustrate her loyalty to Jeff, I guess. Jeremiah confuses Alex for Jake multiple times. That was funny. He also did it in his exit interview, which I found funny.
How do you not know who people are at this point?
Right? Like, you can't have the excuse of not eating or, like, being in the game or whatever. Like, you've been out of the game for months now. Okay, so they vote. You've also been watching them on TV. How do you...
Come on. Come on, dog.
So they vote. Alex places idol, unsurprising, and he negates 1 vote, but Jeremiah gets 2, so he's out. Did you expect anything else?
I mean, I kind of thought that it was going to be both votes on Alex for that one, but
Yeah, why risk it? I don't know. Okay, so last week you had 8 points. I had 11 points. You have MC moving forward. I have Hina Christina moving forward. You have Savannah moving forward. I have Rizgat moving forward. And that's all of our people that we predict this season.
yeah, it's weird that we didn't pick anyone else, but
Oh, well.
you know.
Moving on. The reward was won by Hina, which we both predicted. You said pastries. I said coffee. Did that wrong. We were wrong on that one. Both said Hina would win immunity, which they did, obviously. You said Sophie would be voted out. I said Jeremiah, so I got a point for that one. The points are now 12 for you and 16 for me. I'm 16, and I drive where I want. I have a license, because I went to the DMV. Okay, who's winning the next reward?
I can't really do a 12 song as much for it. Almost my bar mitzvah. Who's winning the next
Reward.
reward, you were saying?
Yes, and remember, we're getting a tribe
Or-
shakeup of some sort.
Or reward.
Or reward.
I'm going to say Hina wins reward.
I'm going to keep saying it until it's no longer right. What will the reward be?
Well, it feels like all of the non-food rewards have kind of been given out at this point.
Yeah.
I'll say they're probably not going to do too big of a food. You know what? Let's say they haven't done this in a while. I'll say chickens.
Oh, that's a good choice. Yeah. So 2 weeks ago, I said that they would get hammocks, and then this past week they did get hammocks or whatever. So I was a week off. So I'm going to once again say coffee this week, thinking I'm just a week off last week. Trying to catch up to them. Or they're trying to catch up.
I get it.
to
If
me,
I was out there, I'd want some. I'm drinking some right now.
Hey, nice. Okay, who's winning immunity?
I will say. What's the one that's not Hina or Kele?
Uli, the Vibes Tribe.
I'll say Uli wins.
Okay. I'll stick with Hina. Do we think it's going to be they switch it up into 3 tribes or 2 tribes of however many people are left?
They have 2. I'm gonna say that they just add. Wishful thinking, maybe, but that they just add the other 2 people.
Yeah, that would make sense.
You know what I was saying, because we were complaining about the stupid group idol hunts. You know, it's a good way to avoid that happening. Because if you have 2 tribes, because
interesting.
the tribes are then big enough that people can slip away to look for the idol, whereas they're too small now, so everybody knows if you're looking for one.
Mm-hmm. Just like The Great Gatsby. Remember that line from The Great Gatsby? He goes, "I hate small parties because there's no privacy," or something like that.
Yeah. I think it's also an issue because they. I think that the original tribal alliances are too tight knit. The small tribes mean that you're like automatically going to be really invested in that, and I think a bigger tribe, you get more interesting alliances.
Jeff, have you ever heard the phrase "variety is the spice of life"? That means we like variety in our content, and you've been doing the same shit.
I'm
for
more
9
of
seasons in a row now.
Hollywood Reporter guy.
Why is that your reference?
Because you said variety.
Ah, okay, thank you. I was like, I know I said something to get him to reference the Hollywood Reporter, but I don't know what it is. Okay, Thomas, this week was a big snake episode. So can you tell us the name of this week's Quotes quiz?
So nasty that it's probably somewhat of a travesty having me. Then he told the people you can call me your majesty.
It's time to find out what kind of snake you are.
This
is by Andrew Ziegler. From July 13th, 2017.
Were we ever so young? I'm of course getting an ad for something called Swayable, with an interview with the CEO of Swayable. I was going to say his name, but it faded away before I could read it out loud. So be sure to download that brand or whatever. Okay, Thomas, if you marry someone, they absolutely must be reliably honest, empathetic, funny, kind, loyal, smart, rich, easygoing, good at solving problems. Don't make me choose.
All of them.
Yeah, they all sound like good traits. I'm going to say good at solving problems, because I'm fucking not.
Yeah. I'll say easygoing.
That's nice. Pick a fast food restaurant. Wendy's, Subway, Chipotle, Burger King, Chick-fil-A, KFC, Taco Bell, Starbucks coffee, McDonald's.
I'll say Wendy's out of these ones.
Yeah, Wendy's is number one. Wendy's is number one. Wendy's is going to be on Traders. Did you hear?
I did not hear that. That's crazy.
Yeah. What's something people do that makes you really irrationally angry? Is that phrased weird, or can I just not read?
I think that's a little clumsily phrased.
Okay. Take forever to text back, chew loudly, walk slowly, FaceTime instead of call, always say literally, speak loudly, always arrive late, read over your shoulder, don't use
There's
their
a couple of these I don't like.
There's a lot of these I don't like.
I'll say don't use their turn signal. I get really mad when people don't do that.
That's very obnoxious. I do hate when people walk slowly. Like, can you hurry the fuck up? Especially when I'm out with my dog, because she loves
That was my
to
other
run.
choice.
FaceTime instead of call, very obnoxious. I switched.
Awful.
I switched over to the Android within the last couple of years. Number of unwarranted FaceTime calls I've been getting has depleted significantly. It's one of the pros of that. Okay, what's your zodiac sign? You know all the zodiac signs. I'm a Pisces.
I'm a Leo.
Oh my god, a male Leo? Thomas, you could be the first male Leo to win Survivor.
So toxic.
Okay, what do you want most in life? Riches, fame, happiness, family, career success, power. I want the box set of Power for the 50 Cent show.
Yeah. No, if I get that, I'm good. I will say happiness.
Yeah, happiness sounds great. If I get the Power Season 4 DVD, I'll finally have happiness. Okay, pick a rodent to, just pick one. Mouse, rat, squirrel, prairie dog, porcupine, beaver, guinea pig, hamster, capybara.
I mean, you know
picking.
what I'm going to pick.
Okay. I'm picking...
Capybara for me. I thought about beaver, though. I like beavers.
I like beavers, too. I'm picking a mouse because I actually know the reason we're picking the rodent because I didn't forget what the quiz is about. Which number best represents the age of your soul? 5, 13, 17, 21, 28, 39, 50, 62, 91. I guess 28.
Yeah, I think I'm also going to say 28.
That's nice. I got Python, you, well known for being a snake. Nice.
I got an anaconda.
Oh,
Maybe you've heard of them from the Nicki Minaj song.
yeah.
You're a pretty gigantic snake, and you should think about working on that.
Pretty good quiz. I like that one. Thomas, what's your social medias?
You can follow me at tom.tom.bsky.social or at tom.tom on X, everything at formerly known as Twitter.
That's pretty cool. The show's on YouTube at the Compassionate Haters Survivor Podcast. You can search for that anywhere you get your podcasts, actually.
Where else can they find you, Jake?
Oh, right. I have a new podcast with from Survivor itself, the show, the program on CBS you've all seen, with Rome and from the For the Fans podcast, Kevin. We have a new podcast discussing the show Survivor. and we're a few episodes in to this new season, and it's a good
Called
time so far.
Rome's reality show, right?
Rome's reality show or Rome's reality podcast, something like that. Anyway,
I think it might be Rome's reality podcast, but I'm subscribed. You should all subscribe too. And, you could say a podcast fan base isn't built in a day, but that shouldn't stop you from listening to this.
Speaking of subscribers on YouTube, we actually, after a couple years on YouTube, we finally reached a pretty nice number of followers, Thomas.
Are we at 69?
We have finally made it to 69 followers. Let's see who our 69th follower is. It's an account called Tom Powell 15.
That's right.
Do you know that person?
That sounds familiar.
Maybe a cousin or something.
Yeah.
Same name, weirdly.
Maybe a fan. An
Yeah.
admiring fan of mine.
What can people comment on YouTube, should they want to do that? Maybe our new follower could.
Yeah. Yeah. You can do haha, very funny smiley face, or just smiley face.
Thank you to everybody who does that. You're our favorites. We also got a comment this week on the last episode. Somebody said, Age Bowl? Which I guess is
All right.
compliment, but we actually... we're kind of an anti-Age Bowl
I think that we've been pretty clear about how we feel about this.
So please don't write Age Bowl. If you have to write anything, what can they write?
Well, they can write haha, very funny smiley face or smiley face.
Of course. Even ha ha ha. Even just a smiley face. Even LOL.
Yeah.
This is a fucking
Yeah,
millennial
I'll take
podcast.
it. We'll take an LOL.
We'll take an LOL. The emojis, any crying, laughing or laughing emoji is
The
good.
sideways crying, laughing emoji.
That's a good one. Last week's poll asked, when you hear the phrase new rules, who do you think of? Dua Lipa, Tom's crush Bill Maher, Paul Russ, or who's to say? How do you think people voted?
I'm going to say that they voted for Bill Maher.
29% of people said Bill Maher. 57% of people said Dua Lipa. And only 14% of our listeners are real ones and voted for the correct answer. Who's to say?
No one voted for Mr. New No-Nos?
Nobody voted for Mr. New No-Nos. And to be fair, it is called New No-Nos, not New Rules.
Yeah,
They're unrelated
that's
segments. Should the
New rule. If you're going to do a poll, you can't put someone in there who doesn't say new rule.
That's a good point. What kind of poll should the listeners be voting on this week?
What should they be running on this week?
Yeah, I don't know if we have a good one this week. Do we have any significant disagreements that we need to settle?
I don't know that we did.
We kind of agreed on everything. What about
Snakes or eels? Which do you prefer?
interesting? I know what I'm picking. I don't care for either of them, but I will be voting. Thomas, new subscriber, will you be voting in the poll?
Maybe.
This is like when they ask the sitting president who they're going to vote for in the presidency in the upcoming election. Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I've been an undecided voter.
We have a few shows on Patreon at patreon.com/justpodcast. Do you want to mention any of those? You don't have to if you don't want to.
Do you have one in mind? I feel like I'm always mentioning these.
NFL.com. Go to the website and buy things.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Just the first thing that you see on there.
Fuck. They're not even paying us for me saying that. Just a free ad for NFL.com. Anyway, there's one of them at patreon.com/justpodcast about football. Thomas will tell me all about what's happened in football the previous week. Apparently Notre Dame played a game.
They actually did not play a game this week.
Of all the fucking teams I could have picked.
Yeah.
Do you want to think
I
that
wish
fans...
Michigan didn't play a game, but they did.
you want to thank the fans? Be they in Michigan?
I'd love
or
to thank
elsewhere?
the listeners and subscribers and commenters. Thank you for listening, subscribing, and commenting.
We and what can people write on the review websites?
This is my favorite podcast. I like it better than all the other podcasts. I give it a big thumbs up.
Okay. Well, we will be back next week with our discussion of the next episode of Survivor 49. Until then, have a great summer.
Deuces.
Maybe the night that my tears might let me know. All the stars are those, sure. All the stars are those, sure. All the stars are those. Maybe the night that my tears might let me.
You know what? Today, I'm sure instead of saying I give it a big thumbs up, these damn kids would be saying, "Itch, give it a bowl thumbs up."
Itch, give it a bowl thumbs up. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me. Fuck you and all your expectations.
Here's something I thought of last night. Well, or I guess 2 nights ago, whatever the last Tigers game was.
No, you mean when they ruined my fucking life?
When an athlete points at the sky like they're thanking God for doing them a favor, I guess, like as if God is rooting them on.
You did. Thanks, God. You really did me a solid there.
Right, like that can't be. Like I can't imagine God is playing favorites, right? If anybody,
Yeah, this is the thing, right? Is like you believe that God is favoring you over others at that point. I guess that's the idea of like the God's plan is like it was God's plan to do this for me and not for them.
yeah,
And God's plan
weird.
for them was that they would, I guess, learn something from being beaten by me. I don't know.
Yeah, well, God does work in mysterious ways. I feel like God, if we're being honest, God is always just rooting for a good game.
Yeah.
Like, what else is there in it for him?
No, let's just play a good, clean game out there, my children.
Involved like a rebound. No control, no.
There's a new Sims pack they're promoting.
Ooh. What can they possibly be adding to the game at this point?
So
I'm always actually really interested to hear about this because the stuff that qualifies as being added is always very funny to me.
So, to back up, they put a new piece of content out every like 3 to 6 months of varying size.
It seems like everyone complains about it too.
Yeah, well, because they're usually bad.
Yeah.
The last one, you could make fairies, and like literally nobody downloaded it.
Yeah, that's not. Who do you think plays this game?
Yeah. So they tried really hard with this latest one. We downloaded it, and it's okay, but supposedly you're able to play Survivor on it. You can like do elimination-based games, or like
Okay.
getaways, right? Like that's how they are promoting it. So we were watching like a review video of it. She said, "You really have to use your imagination to make this fun." I was like, "Yeah."
That's not good. I mean, I know that like part of The Sims is that, but it's not good when it's like you have to make your own fun with
Yeah.
this thing that you're paying money for. Smarten up, pros.
One guy, big Mo, 2 guys, little bitty Mo, 3 guys, 4-eyed Mo, 4 guys, no Mo, 5 guys, eat Mo, 5 little guys named Mo.
People, do you want to remember 5 guys? Okay. We've got Courtney Yates is our first guy.
Courtney Yates, I believe, is a Survivor player.
Correct. Do you remember which season she has been on?
Was she on? Oh, it was a good one, wasn't it?
It was 2 good ones. 2 of the best, actually.
Yeah. Well, she's on Heroes versus Villains, right?
Yes.
Was she on China?
She was on Survivor China.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our second guy is Stephanie Courtney.
Okay. Stephanie Courtney is a comedian, aka Flo.
Yes. From
Flo
Progressive.
from Progressive. She was on a couple of the first episodes of Mad Men, I think,
Mm,
when
mm-hmm.
they had switchboard. There's a. Did you watch that show?
Not much.
So there was a like the first season, the first couple episodes, they were like, well, there's switchboard operators at Sterling Cooper, and they're going to be characters in this. And then after a couple episodes, it was like, we're never showing that part of Sterling
Yeah.
Cooper ever again. Don't ask about where they went. And she was also on the show You're the Worst.
Oh, I've heard that's a good show.
It's a very good show. I think you would like it.
Our next person is Stephanie Berger.
Stephanie Berger. Is that Stephanie Berger from last season when it was Burger versus Pizza?
That is Stephanie Berger from the famous Burger versus Pizza feud that lasted the entire season.
Yep.
Our fourth guy
It's
is
Justin Piappi.
Yeah, of course. Our fourth guy is Ian Rosenberger.
Ian Rosenberger. I'm assuming that sounds like a Survivor name. It does not sound like a famous person name.
He was on a very famous season, though, that you have a famous namesake on who happened to win the season.
Oh God, yeah. What season was that?
My favorite way of reminding you what seasons there are is via the context of this show specifically.
Yeah. No, I don't remember what it was. I know Tom won that season or whatever, but I don't remember the location.
It was Survivor Palau.
That was Palau. Okay.
And our fifth guy is Ian Book.
Ian Book is a former. I don't think he's on an NFL roster right now. He played quarterback for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, and I believe he received Heisman Trophy votes one season, which is the only reason I remember that is because it was funny that he got those because he was like good, but he was not like a Heisman caliber quarterback.
He has played for 1, 2, 3.
Played for the Colts. Teams. I feel like he played for the Colts at one point.
No, never on the Colts. Guess again.
Oh God. It's tough because he's one of those like he was like a third string quarterback for a bunch of teams, so it's hard to keep track of those.
Well, in 2021, he was on the New Orleans Saints.
Okay.
Then he moved to the Philadelphia Eagles in 22. He then, in 2023, moved on to the New England Patriots practice squad.
Oh, the practice squad. Okay.
Then in 2024, he was on the Kansas City Chiefs practice squad.
Oh, I think I do remember him playing in preseason because Detroit played them in preseason that year.
Okay. And then he finished up his career last year with the Philadelphia Eagles again.
Yep, I have very little memory of any of that for him.
I want to retire.
He was
in
not a relevant player.
But you remember him.
I do remember him because he played for Notre Dame.
What is the theme? It might be helpful to go through all the names again.
Yeah, so it was there were two Ians, there were two Stephanies. Were there two Stephanies?
There were two Stephanie.
Oh, there were two. Oh yeah, Stephanie Berger.
Mm-hmm. From Burger versus Pizza. The famous feud.
Who was the first person again?
Courtney Yates.
Courtney Yates. Okay, so we had two Stephanies, two Courtneys, two Ians.
Mm-hmm. You're so close. You're so close.
Yeah, I'm not putting this together outside of the two names. The same names? Did you do the same names or almost same names?
People whose names have part of the previous person's name. Courtney Yates, Stephanie Courtney, Stephanie Berger, Ian Rosenberger, Ian Book.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was pretty good.
I think that my answer of it being Survivor same names or Survivor also same or almost same names is also correct.
It's
I think
almost
I should get partial credit for that.
yeah. Almost, I'll give you almost credit for that. Did you just hang up on me?
No.